It's Madden NFL 24, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. It's the Panthers and the Bucs, and it comes your way next.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Tampa. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw again. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Here's White. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Again, this is White. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
A first down throw for Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Eckler going to get it again on second down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. Oh, man, can't do that.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They go play action. Young. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
2nd and 3. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Now Sanders. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He gets it to Thomas. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 from the 33. Here's 2nd down and 8 as they've got it as we resume action. Young will set to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Having a lot of point, yet flying to the football. I'm telling you, almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing a completion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Young working out of the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete right side to Otten. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This is White on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
First down, here's White. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. There he goes, right side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
I've met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no return here for Sanders. And the Panthers coming out now. And it hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
1st and 10, Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Young. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Young on 3rd down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his target, it's Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man,
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Following the interception, Young. This is swung out to Eckler. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 9. Young to throw it. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And Young's throw there incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I don't like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here is Young. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air once more, Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return here for Sanders. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On 1st and 10, Young. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Young. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Young off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, Sanders now to return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his man complete. It's Curtis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got room, pushing his way through. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Looking to throw, Young. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they have a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Young. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
37-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start the drive with a give to White.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. They give to White on the option. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll go up the middle with White. Fights through him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
This one taken in by Otten.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force.
And he hooks it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. John Smith, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Buccaneers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down, Young.
That's into the hands of Chosen.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Young on 1st down. That is taken in by Hurst. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Chosen. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It'll be Young again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start to drive with White. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Fights loose. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They stay on the ground with White. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 97 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a give to White. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.